Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Burrow. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the
breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Pulls it in. It's Andrews. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off?
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, TCU! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Grab near the marker. It's Andrews. After the filthy move, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Coming out with it, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
The Horned Frogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now is not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Off the boot, looking for his man. Buying some time and some room to work. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
6 remain. 6 remain. Come on, set.
To the air, it's Burrow. He's going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pocket breaking down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Here comes the heat. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Burrow. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Dances away. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
TCU 14. Mississippi State 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Okay, ready?
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Bulldogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Burrow. Buys a little time. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. It's complete to the right. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pineda. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gonna look downfield again. He wants to take the top off. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's got it. Bulldozes his way through. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 6 over Minnesota. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Andrews. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Back to throw. It's Burrow. Got him in. It's McGooligan. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Andrews. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Burrow. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. With jet sweep pass. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Buying some time as he moves left. It's complete. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. I'm trying to power it in. Touchdown, TCU! They take the lead with the 6. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The give on the inside. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Buys a little time with his feet. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Burrow. Moves away as he feels pressure. Keeps it and gets the first down. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, they put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grab behind the line. It's Pineda. Breaks into the open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Offense set on 1st down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. final minute now of the third quarter.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Looking for a man. It's Burrow. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Andrews. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
22 water.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot.
Oh, look out, the ball screen. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Burrow. Quarterback adapted. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Interesting decision here for the head coach. Do you just kick the field goal and guarantee yourself the lead, or do you go for the touchdown and try to create a little bit of separation between yourself and your opponent here in the 4th quarter?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Man, that's tough for the kicker. Here you are in the 4th quarter. You're trying to break this tie, give your team the lead, and then knock it off the upright.
stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out route. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want...
Looking for a deep man. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. With the catch, it's Graves. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They move on top here in the fourth.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. To the air, it's Burrow. The quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Andrews. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now there he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Horned Frogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Give him 109 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll leave it with him. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And the Horned Frogs inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Dropping back, it's Burrow. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Catch in the middle, it's Andrews. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Off the play fake on first down. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.